Have you ever thought about starting a new venture, a new business, a new type of idea, and didn't know where to start exactly? In this episode, we got Vince Reed, and he's gonna explain to us the best strategy that you can use when you first start out. What's going on, guys? This is Marian, and I want to welcome you to another episode of High-End Client Acquisition Show. In this episode, we have Vince Reed as a guest, and he's going to explain to us exactly what you need to do from an advertising standpoint, from a marketing standpoint. When you just start out, how do you get people to know about you? And a couple advanced strategies as well. If this is your first time here and you don't want to miss out any future episodes, consider hitting the subscribe button and the bell to make sure you get notified. Let's jump into the show.
Yeah, sure. I'm a lead generation nerd. I basically fell into online marketing back in 2008 when I pretty much lost everything in my life, house, car, money, and real estate. And I went onto a website called Craigslist. Some of you may have heard of it. And I was looking for a job, and I found this ad that said make money on Google. And I was in the real estate industry, and I used to buy leads for 50 bucks or $100 a pop. Started learning online marketing and realizing that these leads that I spent $50 or $100 a pop only really cost a couple bucks. I said there's some money there. So I started basically diving in and learning marketing and lead generation. And that's kind of where I got my start.
Awesome. So we call this podcast Behind Closed Doors. Oftentimes, we like to go deep into questions and see, everybody sees you now. And I think we even talked last night about this. Somebody was asking, a couple tactics about ads and stuff, and you said, I've been running ads, video views, all kinds of ads for the past 8 years. And he said, I've never seen them. So then, that made me kind of ask you this question, because a lot of people see you now, but they don't know what you've been through, how much time it actually took to become, a successful member of the Two Comma Club now, and all that stuff. So can you give us a little bit of a backstory, like let's say the first 5 years when you jumped into the online world?
Yeah.
What was that for you, and how, what was the hardest things for you?
I consider myself a 10-year success, an overnight 10-year success story, right? It's like, you've been doing it 10 years, but people only know you when you had success. We don't see all the struggle and the pain and the agony and defeat that you go through as a marketer or just an entrepreneur. So, you're always going to run into roadblocks. And also, I just want to let everyone know that's watching or listening, even when you think you've got it all figured out, there's always another level, and there's always struggles that you're gonna go through. It never just gets to a point, no matter how much money you make, this is gonna be easy. That's why, I go to events, and that's why I read books and hire mentors still this day. So, yeah, in the beginning it was tough because you were doing things you really didn't know any better. I always tell people this example. When I was in real estate, I didn't have a mentor. No one would talk about their secrets. They wouldn't say how they're generating leads or what they're doing to get results. But on the online world, people are really open. They'll tell you their strategies. And when I got started, I think the thing that held me back the most was I did not do that. I didn't reach out to people. I didn't come to to events right away or invest in coaching. And that hurt me because where I came from, no one did that. You had to just figure it out on your own. So, if you want to get to where you want to go faster, really try to get mentorship and guidance from someone who you believe you can relate to and has proven success. And I think once I did that, that's when things started to take off for me.
Got it. So, and you mentioned this, I think in a previous video or a chat, we have all this information at our fingertips, right? Like everybody can go on Google, everybody can go on YouTube and start, searching for stuff. But why do you think, because out of so many people trying, only a really low percentage of people actually make it to, a higher level. Why do you think that's actually
I think most people, and Gary Vee says it all the time, most people don't have patience. People can't even look at it, like if you see a video, like I could put a video out right now on Facebook and say, these are the 9 steps that you have to take if you want to grow a business and be successful. If that video's 20 minutes, most people that have 2 cents in their pocket won't watch it. They can't even put 20 minutes into something that can help them. You know, the people's attention spans are so low, let alone get into doing something and doing it long enough to see a result. Everything works. You could put up an ad, and if you got a view, if you got a click, that's what you paid for. That means it worked. If it didn't make you money, that's human error. That means you have to fix that.
Mistakes,
yeah, it's not that it didn't, everything works. It's not like you gave Facebook your money and then they didn't run an ad and no one saw it. You know what I mean?
It's
right.
It's powerful.
Yeah.
Now, and also I think we talked about this, or I saw it in one of your live streams not too long ago. Somebody was asking if I'm just starting out, or another big thing nowadays, switching careers or changing from an industry or a niche, whatever it's called, to another one. And you gave a super powerful advice, I remember, but I'm gonna let you take the conversation. Well,
now I'm curious, what did I say?
Yeah,
I want to know what I said.
You said start making, from a content standpoint, what I meant to say. And you said start, do videos, start making videos with around the thing that you're doing, and then start running ads around that based on keywords or stuff like that. Can you go a little deeper into
Absolutely.
that and explain?
Yeah, so basically, no matter what product or service you have, there are people looking for it right now. So someone online right this very moment is searching for your product or service on Google, on Facebook, or whatever, just looking at videos and trying to figure it out. So the fastest way, in my opinion, to get noticed or get your product out there is to basically start making videos wrapped around the keywords that people are actually searching when they're in the act of buying your product. So I'll give you an example. Let's say you want to be a better marketer. Would you rather me face you, or you want me to stay that way? All right, cool. So if you're a person that's wanting to get better in marketing, what a lot of people do is they would make a video about marketing or helping people with their marketing, but their keyword might be marketing. And most people that are looking for how to get better at marketing don't just type in marketing.
Don't just search.
They would search for they'd say how to get better at Facebook ads. Right? They would say how to lower my lead cost, or there'd be different searches than just marketing. Or even if you're trying to teach someone how to make money online, most people they might start off on how to make money online. That might lead them to a direct sales company or affiliate marketing. So what you'd want to do is bid and create content around how to make more sales with affiliate marketing. Because that person's already looking at affiliate marketing, wants to make money with affiliate marketing. It's different than just typing in affiliate marketing.
Yeah, no, it makes
so
sense.
You have to understand, you have to think as the person that's looking for your product or service. So what would someone be searching for when they're going in the act of buying? Make videos wrapped around those keywords. And I would start off with things like YouTube, because it's search traffic. People are going there to find solutions. And then just put those same videos on Facebook and go from there.
So I know you're one of your first platforms that you started out was Google, right? So
absolutely.
So you love search traffic so
much. I like
much.
Search traffic a lot.
Do you think in that scenario, when somebody's switching careers, industries, niches, whatever, do you think YouTube is better than Facebook because of the search capabilities?
I think it all depends on what you're selling. If you're selling something that's really a niche market that you wouldn't be able to target specifically on Facebook, YouTube's going to get better. But that's even the wrong way to look at it. It's like this, there's going to be people people don't use Twitter, but Twitter is still in the top 10 in terms of traffic in the world. So why wouldn't you be running stuff there? People only tend to do things where they are, because they go, well, I'm using this, so therefore everybody is. If that's not the case, it's people on all those platforms. You should be figuring out a way to put your message in front of people on every platform.
Where your clients
are on those platforms.
Where you are.
Right. Because they go, it's not working. Who says who? Last I looked, there's still millions of people on those things.
True. No, it's a really interesting story.
Right.
I think a lot of people were just, and you said it, they're just focused on where they spend their time, not where the customers are spending their time.
Exactly.
Interesting. We know that you're a lead generation expert. Can we go a little deeper into how can, let's say, a local business owner is getting leads, but let's say for the past, and some of my clients have come to us from a consulting standpoint and asked us, all right, we've been using SEO for the past 10 years and it's been going good until 3 years ago.
Right.
Or they've been using Google AdWords for the past, again, a lot of 5-10 years. They've been working okay, but then it's just stopped.
The price is going up.
The price is going up. How can someone switch so quickly? Let's say if it's a local business, or let's say it's a restaurant. Let's take that example. And they've been using AdWords because of the search traffic capabilities and stuff. How can they switch platforms and decide which platform is best for them to lower the cost per acquisition?
So, yeah, absolutely. So the best thing that you're going to have as a restaurant or small business is just staying in front of existing traffic. Meaning, there's people that are already hitting your website every single day. There's customers that may be on your email list or people that somehow you've built a database of. I would start off by uploading those and setting up retargeting pixels to make sure you can take advantage of that SEO traffic. So anyone that's hit your site, you should be following them around on social media. Very similar to what Amazon does. That's why they're, the giant in the market, right? So I would start off not trying to go, everyone always wants to go outside in, you need to go inside out. So meaning if you already have customers and people hitting your site, people visiting you, target them, and then this is what the beauty of social media is, because if you're targeting inside out and people that are already hitting your stuff start seeing your stuff, they're going to engage with it, which means their friends are going to see it. Now they've hit your website, now you're retargeting them, and you go inside out versus outside in. So start with your existing database. You can upload your leads to social media and target them. You can upload and start targeting people that have already clicked your site. So if you're getting even 100 clicks a day from SEO, you should be following them around and you can do that in a very inexpensive way on social media and just market to them on ads on all the social media channels.
Super.
I would start there.
I love the way that you went really in depth to actually explain this, and I'm pretty sure all of you guys are gonna love this. So I'm gonna switch a little bit the question towards people that kind of suffer of the imposter syndrome. That's what it's called, I guess.
Right.
So let's say somebody wants, you've been selling over 100 digital products so far, right? Mm-hmm. So a lot of them, obviously you know the industry in and out. If somebody's trying to sell courses and maybe they don't have clients, they don't have a list, but then they're afraid of putting their name out there on a topic that they don't have any experience in terms of clients to talk about that. For example, nobody can talk about, let's say somebody wants to do a course on Facebook ads or YouTube ads, and they maybe have been using it for a while, but they don't have the credibility from a testimonial review standpoint. How can someone go over that imposter syndrome and do it?
Well, I would tell anyone who's just getting started, if you're creating a course, that means that you believe that what you're teaching in that course can help someone. And the only way you can believe that it can help someone is if you did it for yourself or your own business, right? Or for somehow experience that success. If not, then you are an imposter. You basically took someone's course and you're trying to teach it to someone else without any experience. You'll never really be able to sell it because you won't believe it. I think that there's something in your gut when you're selling something that you have to believe that it can work. Now, you don't have to be making millions. You could have just made one sale with it. But you would have had to experience or do something with what you created to believe that it can help the client. Now, once you've done that, at that point, it's just a matter of going out after people and for free offering your service. So people always say, Vince, what would you do if you had to start all over again? One of the things I would do, and they say, what would you do if you had to start all over again, but you still had your knowledge, right? You get that question all the time. Well, outside of doing the videos, a real tactic that I would do is I would go find the biggest names I could find in the space, and I would say, I'd love to do, in my case, get you leads and get you traffic to your business. All I ask is you pay for the advertising, and if I get you a result, can I just share my results that I got for you?
So free trials for...
I'd go to the biggest name or someone who I could use, and then I would get them a result and I would use it, and then I would leverage those results to land other clients. You got to put in work, right? People don't want to put in the work. Put in the work and we'll reap the rewards.
No, that's actually really smart, especially because you can leverage the free trial, but I always look at it, okay, you get a testimonial review, but in your example, you go after somebody well known, and then you just share the results that you got from them.
They have nothing to lose. Hey, I mean, outside of the advertising that you're going to have to pay what you're going to pay for anyways. In my case, if it was lead generation. Your case, it may be you might be making a nutritious supplement. Hey, try this supplement. If it works for you, I want to give you a supply. You don't have to pay for it. I just want to be able to just tell people the results you got.
That's actually very smart. So it's 2018. You know all the newest strategies, all the tactics that are coming out. What would you say 2018, if you would pick just one platform out of all of them to start getting traffic and leads, what would you say that would be for, let's say a local business, right? Because we talked about that. If we only pick one.
People always ask me that. I would tell you to pick, this isn't the answer you're gonna want, but you may have heard me say this before.
Yeah.
Like, I would say pick the one that you feel the most comfortable with. Meaning, like, if you use YouTube, use YouTube. If you use Facebook more, use that. Because if I tell you a strategy, if I tell you to go do a $15,000 media buy, and then you do that, and you're probably like, what is a media buy? My point exactly. And it doesn't work, then you're gonna say, Vince, that didn't work. It's a scam, paid marketing stinks. But if you use Facebook every day and you're on there and you've heard people having success with Facebook ads, you see the ads every single day, I tell you to go invest in it, and then it doesn't work the way you want it, you're like, okay, that was my error. Let me keep trying and figure it out, because you have more certainty and belief that that platform works. So they all work, as I said before. I say from a practical perspective, you gotta pick the one that works, that you feel the most certainty behind.
Cool, awesome. So last question before we wrap things up. Obviously I'm familiar because I'm in the iLeaders group, and all the strategies in there work great because I've obviously implemented a lot of them.
Nice.
What would you say what skills somebody needs to become a digital marketer? You know what I mean?
I think that, you've got to understand, first off, you've got to understand your client and your customer better than they know themselves. You aren't selling what you want them to have, you're selling what they want and that they need. If you're trying to make a person have something that they don't want or they need, they're not gonna buy. Like, you shouldn't even be selling something to someone who doesn't need it or want it, right?
Yeah.
So when you have a product, you gotta figure out like what their problem is, how your product solves it, and at the end of the day, does your service or does your product eliminate that person's problem? I talk about it all the time, like, it's not about solving the problem will provide value and establish credibility and trust. That doesn't always make you money. Like, I can go on YouTube and I could have a question, I could find a video and it could solve my problem. That doesn't necessarily make that person who made that video money.
True.
Okay?
Yep.
So what you've got to do is figure out a way to make sure your product or service eliminates the person's problem for good. So let me give you an example. What does that mean? So let's say that you had a tip, I've given some social media or pay-per-click advertising strategies. Those could solve your problem, you have them in your head, like, okay, I'm gonna try that. But what if I were to say, listen, how would you like me to walk you through the steps, take you by the hand, and help you execute all of these things? I'll give you my courses so you can have them, but I don't want you to be like everyone else and have my course be another course on the shelf. Let me help you actually implement these things so you can get results, so you don't waste your money, and you can start getting more customers, you can start getting more leads. I have a way to make sure that you don't fall victim to all these people that spend money and waste money on these traffic strategies and these courses. Here's what I have for you. It will ensure that you get the results you're looking for. I'm eliminating the problem, because now they're like, okay, I can get this course, I can do it, and then I have the feedback and the guidance I need to help me get to the next level. So my whole thing is eliminating their problem, not just solving it. I want to eliminate it.
Before they even go and do it, you kind of breaking that barrier.
Breaking that barrier, where everyone else think, like, no one wants your course. No one wants your training. You may think they want the result, right? They don't want that. They do it because they know they have to. But if you can get them to believe that you're going to eliminate the problem, that's what's always conscious in my head.
No, it makes perfect sense, and I hope you guys can get all the strategies that Vince shared with us today. If people want to reach out to you, if they want to get some of your courses, some of your programs, where they can find out more details about it.
Yeah, on social media, pretty much everywhere it's Vince Reed Live. So if you go on Facebook and you just type in Vince Reed Live, Instagram, Facebook, you can go there. As you said, I've got a community.
We'll put them all in the description of this video.
Yeah, I've got a community where we teach this stuff. It's currently closed, but we open it up every now and then. It's called iLeaders, which you're a part of. How do you like it, by the way? Curious.
It's awesome, especially the live streams where actually you go. You kind of, I don't know if we can call it like a hot seat. Right. It's kind of what it is, right? It's somebody, you basically pick questions from the crowd, from the people that are watching, and then you actually,
jot down and
strategies
it's fun.
and stuff. And you know, you get the tactics inside the course, but then outside of it, on the live streams, you actually break down the strategies. Because, I mean, like you said, we all get this tactics and we all get this information at our fingertips. But how, you know, who's helping you like get the strategy to actually execute?
Right.
So that's what I actually like the most in the group.
Yeah.
So what was that? Can somebody join the waiting list?
Yeah, they can get in. You go to ileaders.com, and that's ILEADRS, no E.com. You can check it out there.
Awesome. Thanks a lot again for taking the time to share the information here and all the knowledge. And I hope you guys can take all the golden nuggets that he shared with us here. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care.
Thank you.
All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I know I did because Vince is a good friend of mine and he shared some powerful stuff with us. Now, again, if this is your first time here, don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the bell, make sure you get notified every time when we got a new guest coming up. Also, if you want these episodes in your inbox or messenger, you can go to clientacquisitionpodcast.com, sign up there, you'll get all the information, and on top of that, you'll be able to sign up for our monthly giveaway. That's huge. We got books, courses, coaching, VIP Q&As, iPhones, iPads. On a monthly basis, the awards will be changed, of course. And I'm not saying that you'll win if you enter, but you can't win if you don't enter. So go to clientacquisitionpodcast.com and sign up there. And don't forget, I really want to hear your feedback. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about these episodes? What do you think about the guests? Who would you like to see here on the show? And I'll just make it happen. Take care, guys. Yo, don't go anywhere. Hit these 2 other videos because I'm gonna have so much more information to share with you. And I'm pretty sure you can get some cool, valuable, and actionable steps. So just click one of these 2 and I'll see you on the other side. Take care.